the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out, Deshaun Watson. This is a sight that NFL fans... They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 13 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with...
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And all the way down to the 29. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Steps away. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all space.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run here with Freeman. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Now it's Jackson, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he is... a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on second down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final. Timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Going for it all. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying.
Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded like a lawn chair. Leopard! On second down, here's Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He goes underneath to Freeman. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 3, second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Freeman again. Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Now do you continue the drive?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Vernon Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's got it to Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. After the interception, here's Jackson. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Stays on his feet.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Time for a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Howard again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Bills on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Watson now to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. That game has gone final in Foxborough, and the Dolphins, they've gone out in front late over the Patriots. Cam Newton, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to... force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bills, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.